Over 1,000 shooters with 3 pros tied for the lead going into the last day. Every sporting shotgun worth having sitting on display, and it all went down at Game Unlimited in Hudson, Wisconsin. This is the biggest rotating annual sporting event in the country, and I didn't come to watch it. I entered it. Welcome to the U.S. Open. This year, the U.S. Open was hosted by Game Unlimited in Hudson, Wisconsin. They've been at it for over 60 years, and they're on a beautiful property with more than 1,000 acres of rolling hills, hardwoods, fields, and ponds. Outside of Nationals in San Antonio, the U.S. Open is the biggest stop on the NSCA Championship Tour. So if you shoot registered sporting clays, these are the biggest names in the sport. But it isn't just for the pros. It's open to all skill levels and all classes. The U.S. Open is held at a different club every year. And this one came down to 3 men tied at 127 with 1 round left. More on that shortly. All right, Friday at the U.S. Open, starting the main today. This will be my first ever main event, actually shooting period at a U.S. Open. I was at the U.S. Open last year down in Mississippi at Providence Hill. Just shot videos, no shotguns. So, thought this year, Hudson, Wisconsin, Game Unlimited, why not just go shoot the U.S. Open while making videos? What could go wrong? I don't know. Poor videos, poor shooting. I'm here to have a great time. It's gonna be an awesome experience, but I need to get warmed up. I do have a little nerves, I'm not gonna lie. Shooting the Perazzi High-Tech S. If you watch the video, it won, so I'm shooting it for now until we do part 2. Let's go get some make or break. Oh. Better do that a few more times. So I'm here at the first station of the main event at the U.S. Open. Now, I'm feeling good. We got a great squad. It's a beautiful day here at Game Unlimited. I'm looking forward to having some fun. Now, at the U.S. Open, targets are going to be a little more challenging. I know that. It's going to stretch me. There's going to be some frustrating points, but I'm here to learn, have an experience, and show you that, hey, really anyone can shoot the U.S. Open. I've shot a handful of registered tournaments, and that's it. What I didn't have was experience. Making shotgun-related content for a living and running exhibition shows is not the same thing as shooting a major event like the U.S. Open. Thanks for showing me how it's done. Not the start I was looking for, but hey, wanted to tell myself I wasn't nervous. I was a little bit, had the jitters. I'm just gonna follow what these guys do because they're pretty good shots, so. Oh. Right there for the taking. Here's the part that got in my head though. The targets didn't look that hard. I could see them, I knew what they were doing, and I missed them anyways. Man, that B-bird, it looks like it's right there. It looks super easy, but a lot of people struggling with it. I didn't hit it once. I thought this pair I would dominate. A-bird's good, B-bird I struggled. I'm settling in finally. Nerves are dropping, I'm starting to hit some birds, feeling good. Like I said before we start, it's all learning experience, out here enjoying it. Throughout the week, we were walking up to people and asking them the same 2 questions. What are you shooting and why?
Caesar Guarini, Siren, Invictus, Grace. I shoot game bore rose gold.
Grace is shooting a Grace? Do you have it? Is it right there? Can we see it?
32-inch barrels, got pair of light mod titanium chokes.
Nice.
This is best combined with a couple of game bore 1 ounce, 1200 foot per second rose golds.
We are shooting the Blazer FBX.
So I shoot the same thing, FBX in a Blazer, and we just absolutely love it. The FB literally stands for fat body. And so they added some weight in the middle, as you know that.
How about on the ammo side?
Ammo, we are shooting both B&Ps. She's shooting the Comp ones, I'm shooting the Mox. I've got a 1 ounce 1250, and she's got a 1 ounce 1160.
The thing that saved day one was the squad. 2 guys I'd never met before that morning, and they encouraged me on every single station. That's the sport when it's at its best, and it's far from a rare occurrence. We just finished the Remington main, and I would say good targets, very tough day, as poor as I've shot in a long time, and I'm really interested in diagnosing why. None of those targets was I like, I can't do that. But
that's what makes a good target.
I want people to be encouraged that haven't shot birds like this, that are just starting their journey. It's okay to come out and struggle. It's okay to come out and learn. And one of the coolest things about shooting at an event like this, or really any of the events, is I just signed up. I didn't squad with anybody. I know a lot of people. I just like getting put with random people periodically. And I meet Ron, awesome dude. I meet Ray, super awesome dude. And we had a great time. So day one's down as far as the main. Now, are we shooting together any of the other days?
All of them.
We'll shoot the next 2 days together in the main.
Okay. I was going to tell you I'll shoot better on the rest, but I can't BS you because you're going to be there. Well, I really lucked out. You guys are awesome dudes, so thanks for sharing the time with me, and
Thank you.
thanks for being willing to be in front of some cameras. You probably noticed I didn't say my score in that. I knew exactly what it was. I wrote it down. I just wasn't ready to put it in front of a camera just yet. Coming into day 2, I had a plan, and I had help lined up. I got some time with Zach Kinebaum. Zach Kinebaum, here to coach me. I shot absolutely terrible. According to anyone's standards, not just my standards, anyone's standards. It was humbling. It was frustrating.
Right.
I know what I'm capable of. The last event I shot in, I shot a 92 out of 100.
I think when we get nervous or just the stage gets a little bigger, we get out of that subconscious state. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss. You start getting defensive. You start paying a little too much attention to the gun. Now, in my opinion, I want you to the only thing I want you consciously doing is telling yourself to keep your eye on the target. The rest is, trust that hold point, trust that we're getting to the right spot. There is some barrel awareness, like I mentioned, but keeping our eye on the bird through the end of the shot is so critical, and that's what we don't do, even though we might think we are in the moment. But you could lay your head down at night and think back. No, I was probably not keeping my eye on the bird, even though I think I am.
That session is a full video on its own, and it's coming soon. He's a high-level pro. He's accomplished so much, and he watched me shoot for a few minutes, and it started worse than day 1 did. And he went straight at my eyes. Well, I just learned on some of these low targets that are fading off close to the ground below my feet. If I close one eye, for some reason I can hit them. So I must be looking at the birds wrong, or I see something wrong, but kind of consistently, when I close one eye, I'm able to hit. But we're running just on time. We have to get to Federal 8 is the main today. Hopefully it's better than yesterday, because yesterday was rough. Yesterday was really rough. And today's a new day. I worked with Zach a little bit this morning. Just did some warm-up shots, and I'm gonna focus on seeing the bird, leading edge, and just matching its speed. That's all I'm focused on today. See how it works out. What matters here is that I walked to the line believing I had solved it. Starting at 8, looks like we got a tower shot. All right, why not? I'm seeing the clay, I'm matching the speed. Everything Zach gave me is right there in front of me, and I'm convinced this is the day that it turns.
Can't be any worse than yesterday.
Out with a 1. Yes, 1. 1 out of 6. I really don't know where to shoot that second one at all, honestly. 5 birds down on the first station of the day, a couple hours after working with Zach. I'd love to tell you I handled that well. So that's obviously not how I wanted to start my day. 1 on that station out of 6. I would have been happy with the 3. To be honest, I think that A bird was doable. B bird, I had no idea where I was at. I don't have a lot of experience on these towers. Different looking birds, shook the confidence right from the get-go, but I'm gonna shake that off, see the front edge, see it well through the shot, try to match the speed. That's all I'm gonna try to do. we go. I can hit a few. Gotta be honest with you, I needed that after dropping 5 of the 6 birds on the first station. Getting 5 out of 6, I should have ran that station, but getting a few birds, calming it down a little bit, slowing the game down with my eyes. Let's keep it rolling. Some stations I looked like I belonged out there, and some I looked like I'd never seen a target before. Oh, that makes me mad. That's what inconsistent looks like when you write it down. See, when I see that line early and it's in my brain, I want to keep that line, but that's going down. Then I got to station 5 and ran it. Six for 6.
About damn time.
Was I thrilled with how I was shooting? Not even close. But you need something to stand on out there, and that was it. By the end of day 2, I'd stopped pretending I was going to shoot my way out of this. Hey, slightly better than yesterday. Slightly. So I did what everybody does at a shoot when it isn't going well. I went and looked at shotguns. Okay, lots of awesome vendors here at the U.S. Open. Look at this guy here. What's going on, Steve? Steven. What?
Miston?
Yeah, long day, end of the day. Mr. Steven Berger, Berg's Outdoors. Hey, so we spent a little bit of time in Italy.
We did.
We toured Prozzi.
We did.
And we got a video coming out soon.
Right.
Might already be out by the time this one comes. I don't know. But hey, you got all sorts of cool shotguns here.
Yes, sir.
I bet people want to see that MR though, don't they?
No doubt. They do indeed. It's been played with a whole bunch.
Why don't you grab it? Let's show people what the MR57 is all about.
Yeah, this is based off the MX-8 platform, or MX-12 if it's the fixed trigger like this model. But they've essentially taken all of the weight from the MX-8, moved it rearward and downward in the receiver. They're doing their own in-house, essentially lengthened forcing cones. They've lengthened the choke section, and then they're doing their own in-house thin walls too.
I'll tell you what, you mentioned those things, and I think it's easy for people to think, what difference does that make?
Right.
I shot this gun in Italy. I loved it. Yeah. In fact, I loved it so much, I was really regretting that while we were there and you were getting your custom fit for your MR57,
right.
I didn't do it.
I know. We're going to have to go back.
We're going back to Italy. See ya. Thanks so much, Steven. Appreciate you. Nick McGlory, how you doing, brother?
Good.
FBX. So I heard something. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard engraving's now an option.
Yes, it is an option. They're starting to trickle in a little bit. There's one called the Grand Lux where it's essentially the box lock with pretty heavy relief engraving, and then they're going to do a side plate towards the end of the year as well.
How about that Vantage rib?
$1 million question. Don't know yet.
Well, I don't got $1 million, so I'm going to retract my question.
Yeah, soon, hopefully. We'll see. I mean, it's the newest and latest and greatest, and it's very well received, very good on recoil. Lots of options as far as weight distribution goes and options like that. So
feels very different in the hands,
yes,
and also moves much differently.
Yep. Moves different, feels different, recoils different, handles different. So it's a different gun, not different internally, but a different feel.
I think one of the reasons I really struggled with the F3 was the lightest of the bunch. It was the most lively gun, and when you're shooting guns side by side at the same targets, like it's tough.
Yeah.
I could get used to shooting that F3 how I had it set up. But I think I more naturally moved a little bit slower moving gun, a little bit more mass between the hands, and I think the FBX would fit that bill.
Yep, absolutely would.
So stay tuned for an upcoming TFL video where Nick sends me an FBX. It's on video, can't take it back. It's coming.
It's coming.
So I shoot a Brother DT11, 32-inch barrels, Cole comping chokes, and then a Cole custom stock. And this has been my gun I've shot full ever since I've really started, since 2019. So.
Since 2019, you've been rocking that.
Yep.
Then
same gun too. So you can see.
Any idea how many rounds?
Touch. If I had to guess, it's over 200,000.
No kidding.
So it's been,
still going strong.
Still going strong. Yep.
And then how about on the ammo? What are you rocking there?
Ammo, I shoot a Remington Nitro, ounce and 8s 1300. That's my shell of choice there, and I've shot that shell last several years, and it's worked very good for me. So
I would say it has.
heck of a show.
Well, good luck to you. The rest of the U.S. Open, we're pulling for you.
Thank you.
Todd Hitch, Derek Mine, and Nicholas Berry are all tied at 127. Then we have several shooters, 125, 125, 124, like Gavin Miles, Anthony Matarese Jr. It's going to come down to this today. Just 1 or 2 birds missed could be the whole thing. So I'm going to go without a camera, shoot my last main event, and hopefully shoot a little bit better. But either way, I'm learning so much this week out here at the U.S. Open, shooting different targets, getting the experience, meeting new people. It's been awesome. But here we go, day 3. First station of the day, I ran it. I ran it clean, 6 out of 6. A few stations later, Ray Brown looks over at me and says, "Steve, you're a totally different shooter today. Your body language is completely different and you're moving different." That stopped me because he wasn't talking about my gun or my hold points or anything Zach had given me the day before. He was talking about how I was carrying myself. Maybe having no cameras around let me relax. Maybe 3 days of getting humbled finally quieted something down. I don't fully know. What I do know is that he was right, because I shot better on almost every single stand that day. As my third and final round wrapped up, I ended up shooting a 43 out of 66, and that was my best day of the week. I ended up with a 116 out of 200 at the U.S. Open. 3 weeks after a 92 at a registered shoot. Same gun, same shells, same guy. But as I said from the start, there's winning and there's learning. And I was on the learning side of this from the very first station of day 1. So here's what I learned, because it's worth a lot more than a score.
All of the top shooters have spent so many tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of rounds learning all the targets, right? And the game keeps changing. Technology keeps advancing with the machines. You know, they can throw them faster now. They can put more tilt, more angle. And then here, you've got a lot of shots below your feet.
Yeah.
You've got shots coming off of these hills and all kinds of things. And so you've got to be able to practice all those enough to where you aren't just hoping that you're going to break that next bird. You know that you're going to break it, right?
So what you're telling me is there's no real good shortcut you can give me right now other than reps, practice, and maybe some good coaching.
There's no substitute for experience.
Yeah. And that makes sense. Of course it does. You get better by shooting tournaments and putting in the reps, seeing a lot of birds and a lot of different presentations in different environments. What this week gave me instead was an appreciation for what those men and women do out there. And that's worth more to me than a score I could have protected by never entering. So what are we rocking with the shotgun here?
This is a Beretta DT11, same gun I've been shooting since July of 2014. It's got a custom Jim Greenwood stock on it. Other than that, other than some porting, got some aftermarket chokes.
Looks like you got half a custom stock.
I have a custom stock. I do not have a custom fore-end.
Sure. And what is the deal with that? I mean, you've had how many years to do that?
I love a true flat rib Italian gun. That's just what I kind of learned on. That's what I prefer.
How about on the ammo side?
Ammo, Winchester AA's. I love the diamond grade for any longer, harder targets.
I'm shooting a Krieghoff Parkour X, mainly because the company just treats you so well once you're a customer. The product that they put out is unbelievably reliable. Great barrels, great performance on target, especially when you back it with a federal HOA. And for the really long stuff, we go with federal paper.
Here's the thing I had backwards, and I think a lot of you have it backwards too. I thought the gap between me and those people was that they hit targets I can't hit. That's not it at all. I can hit those targets, and so can you. Most people who shoot seriously can break just about any single target out there on any given day. Which brings us back to the 3 men tied at the top. Those pros finished on the federal course, and Michael Luongo dropped 1 bird on his last round. Yes, only 1 bird. That's the level. And it made him the runner-up. But taking the podium for a second year in a row was Todd Hitch, who shot a 192 and won the U.S. Open. Okay, so we're here with Todd Hitch, who just won the U.S. Open 2026 here at Game Unlimited. How you feeling?
I feel good. Definitely a great feeling. Walk away back to back is pretty cool. Something you talk about, but let alone do it is another thing. So
yeah, incredible. And going into the day, I think it was a three-way tie.
Yep.
Did you feel that at all?
Oh yeah, I felt it for sure. Yeah, actually didn't sleep the best last night. There was a three-way tie on 127s, a bunch of 126s, so it was really anybody's game. We had 68 targets left, so plenty of room to people move around, move up. So ended up walking out, missed 3 on the course, so enough to seal the deal.
Enough to seal the deal for sure, but how do you handle that pressure?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, the first couple of stations I was pretty nervous. Like I would say I was probably the most nervous I've been in a while. Actually missed 2 on one station and just kind of regrouped, reset. I was like, well, we got to shake it off, just move on, move forward, stay aggressive, and I was able to pretty much run the rest of the course out but 1, so worked out good.
Well, you're going to have to teach me how to handle that pressure because I'm a nobody when it comes to shooting sporting clay, shooting low class. It doesn't mean anything. I'm making content, and I still feel pressure, and you're at the highest stage, up to win the U.S. Open. You pulled it off. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Since I hadn't shot the required 500 targets this year, I got put into A class as a penalty. I certainly did not top A class, but I did run into the shooter that did. Okay, so I just bumped into Jackson. Jackson, tell me how the shoot went for you in the main.
It went really good.
Well, I think it went better than really good. Didn't you win the main in A class?
I won the main in A class, that's right, sir.
And how long have you been shooting A class?
I'm shooting A class for about 1 month now.
And I was in A class, I believe, which means you dominated me. What'd you end up shooting?
A 161.
Out of 200 birds.
Out of 200.
I had a humbling experience here at the U.S. Open, and it just got a little more humbling. Knowing that Jackson, how old?
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old, shooting A class for just a short amount of time, just wiped the floor with me. But I think it's something worth celebrating that we have people of all ages, all skill levels, and Jackson here coming out to your first U.S. Open or no?
First U.S. Open. First
U.S. Open, winning A class. I think that's so awesome. Congrats, dude.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll see a whole lot more of you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shooting the U.S. Open was one of the best experiences I've had with a shotgun in my hands. And it was also one of the most humbling. Those two things aren't in conflict. So here's what I want you to take from this. Wherever you're at in your shooting journey, there's a place for you at the U.S. Open. Beginner, master, it doesn't matter. You've got to get out there and give it a try and stop worrying about what the card says at the end of it. Because there's winning and there's learning. And this event will hand you a year's worth of learning in 3 days if you let it. Special thanks to Game Unlimited for putting on a first-class U.S. Open. They're one of the premier clubs in the country, and they earned it this week. And remember, whether you're in the field or in life, or standing on Station 8 at the U.S. Open, you're only going to hit the targets that you're laser focused on. So live target focused.